Hey guys, how are you today? I hope you're all doing amazingly well. Today I've had that kind of day that felt like it didn't really start. I had all these intentions of doing loads of physical stuff, and actually it just turned out to be a little bit of an admin day. Totally exciting because everything that I was turning my attention to, people were just like flooding emails back and making bookings and replying really quickly. So it was really productive and really, in some ways, very successful. But I've got to this time of the day where the sun's pretty much set and going down, and it's starting to get dark. And I feel like I haven't really done anything apart from a tiny mini practice this morning. So I was thinking that I had something to say and that I wanted to make this video, but I also really knew that I needed to get outside and do something for myself. So I came out for a little walk, and now I'm making this video. So you can always be creative in how you combine being dedicated to yourself and to what it is that you really need to get done. So I'm going to film this video in a few different places just so that you know that I'm walking around, or just so that I know that I've been walking around, holding myself to my intention. So what I want to say in this video is that if there's anything on your mind, anything that you want to do or start or accomplish, then the only time, the most ideal time ever, is now. We put things off, we procrastinate, we say that we're going to do it tomorrow, but if we really appreciate that everything is in a constant state of change, then maybe our ability to do the thing that we want to do will not be there tomorrow or the next day or whenever it might be. So that's not to be morbid, but the reality of being a humanoid is that things change, things break down, and we don't last forever. That was funny, my little walk was interrupted by somebody I know walking their dog, which was nice to stop and chat to them. And then I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to get really dark, so I've got to carry on this video. So yeah, not to be morbid or anything, but I have this like reminder almost every day when I'm based from home. I see this guy, I don't know him, so where I live at the moment is where I grew up. I hadn't lived there for many years, so I know this guy from around and about, just seeing him. And he has recently, over the last kind of year, got frailer and frailer, walks his dog every day, and he's starting to have that very gaunt, kind of ghostly look. And it really reminds me of my dad, when my dad was really ill with pancreatic cancer, and he died a couple of years ago. And so I could go straight into feeling sorry for that guy or feeling sad because of my dad. But instead, I just allow it to remind me that, again, everything changes, and that this moment, this day, right now is so precious, and that now is the time to start anything that you feel like you want to start, anything that lights you up, anything that you feel passionate about. So there are loads of things that we have to do. There's loads of things that we have to pay our attention to. So my task for you today is, how can you do more of that stuff that you need to do, just the stuff, the everyday stuff, more effectively, so that you can give yourself more time to dedicate to the things that you feel really passionate about and things that feel fun and light and fabulous to you. One example for me is that when I'm based from home, that's not every day, but when I am at home and when I know I'm going to be based at home, kind of running in and out, coming back to home during the day, or maybe just having an admin day that today turned out to be, I dedicate some time in the morning to make breakfast, lunch and dinner. So I was there, and obviously this doesn't work if you have to be in an office at 9 o'clock, but I had all the things out to make juices. So I made juices for everybody. The boys had breakfast, took them to school, came back, and just spent 1 hour really enjoying my breakfast, and then making a lovely lunch for myself and putting it to the side, and also preparing dinner. So everything was cooked, ready to go by 10 o'clock. So that meant that later in the day, so my lunch was just there whenever I wanted it, and dinner for everybody was there when they wanted it too, and I could be free of all of that stuff. So I kind of made it all, I cleaned up, and I was free from that responsibility pretty much, apart from heating and like adding a few little things. So that was one way that I have created in order to free up more of my day for the things that I love to do. And I do love to cook, actually. It is one of my passions, but you know, not every day. I do cook every day. But sometimes I like to really dedicate and really get into it and really enjoy it, and other days I just like to enjoy it, but I want it to be an easy and quick meal, and I don't want to think about being a chef all the time because I've got lots of other hats to wear and lots of other stuff to do. That's me back at home at the end of the road. That was my beautiful walk in the park. Felt like I was living on the edge there, walking through the long grass because it feels really good on your feet when it's all wet, knowing at any point you could come in contact with a little present that's been left there by a four-legged little friend. People are supposed to pick them up, but when it's in the long grass, sometimes I think it doesn't count. The rules don't apply. Anyway, I'm happy to report that none of those incidents took place. My flip-flops and my feet are as clean as a whistle, and it's been a good day. So on that note, I feel like I should go inside and congratulate myself with a nice glass of wine and a dinner that I made for myself earlier, so it feels like someone's made it for me. How amazing is that, and how does it get any better than that? So until tomorrow, I'm sending you lots of fierce love and plenty of laughs along the way. Namaste.